Hey all, Rise55 here, welcome you back to Let's Play Genshi Ankokuden, where last time we made some progress into Chapter 3, and that was pretty alright. Went and beat up a bunch of space machines and a bunch of Class 4 enemies, we had to fight about 8 of at the same time, so that was kind of a thing, and that one super monster battle-like thing. Or super yokai battle. Okay. But anyways, it's been a bit of a while since the last video here. Yeah, it's a bit more than months. This is partially not my fault. I mean, I wanted to record around a little bit earlier, around the time of this save here, but that didn't really work out. It wasn't too fun of the commentary. But then a bit after that, my recording hard drive failed, and I couldn't use it. Yeah, because I record a lot of footage of many much size. So yeah, so the hard drive failing, I had nowhere to record footage, meaning I kinda couldn't record. And only a couple days ago, I actually got a replacement for that. So hooray! Now I can do videos, and maybe now I can speed up on actually doing recordings. Now that Fate hasn't decided to say no, you can't record videos ever. Set your mouse. But anyways, so. Beyond that, last time I said I was going to learn a couple abilities for Mystia from that one item, and hey, look what I did. We got a couple abilities, being Requiem, which is effectively a little bit better of a magic attack for Mystia here. It does about 3 or more power than that. It's a bit more effective than that. But it's also a Spirit Slayer, which is kind of a thing. It might come in useful. It also costs about 2 spirit to use, so it's not the best thing to use, but I mean, when Mystia ever ends up on her own and all the spirit can be devoted to her, then, you know, that's not really a problem. And the other thing she learned is her first spell card, which we missed because I have poor planning, or yeah, poor planning around the start of this Let's Play, being Night Blindness, Song of the Night Sparrow. What's this kind of a thing? It's a 4-range magic attack, which probably could have been nice a bit earlier. And it's also a Spirit Slayer. And also, it does the same status as, I think that's Midnight Chorus Master? I could be less sure. But does the same status as that, being range down range down by 1. Or range modification -1, something like that. So yeah, now she can do that, and we can mess with the enemy's range. That's alright. Now there were also a few other things I did with the party. For one, on Utsu here, on her items, I added HP up plus 80 to both of hers. So now she has about 160 more HP per life bar, which may or may not actually matter, because most things usually one-shot her anyways. I don't know, maybe it'll help. She only had like 600 some HP before. Yeah, that might help. On Mystia here, I forgot to mention, on her items, I actually added speed up plus 20, which means now she has total speed up plus 40, meaning she now has 390 speed, meaning her Illstar dive does even more damage because that's speed based. Oh man, 390 speed. That's like even faster than Aya. Okay, admittedly, that's not a fair comparison because Aya is currently level 10. I went and checked, and when Aya's level 30, she does have 400 speed, so not quite faster than Aya at her full potential, but that's kind of a thing. You know, I'm sort of half tempted to level up Aya and then put on 2 speed dolls on her. I think those are Russian dolls. Put in 2 speed dolls and see how many times you can double turn the enemy. That could be a thing. That could certainly, definitely be a thing. Alright, so as for other things, we actually learned a few abilities. I'm not going to go over the items that we got before, because let's not have another menus video. This is the most exciting things. But Rin here learned Atonement, Needle Mountain of a Former Hell. There's no A in there. Huh, okay. Needle Mountain of Former Hell. Maybe there should be an in there. Oh well. But effectively, this is a AoE multi-hit move, which is kind of a thing. 1 to 5 range, because I'm pretty sure we have a range we have a Rains Up doll on her? Or would that be a cucumber? Yeah, we do. And yeah, so it's sort of a thing. It only requires a level 2 spell card, unlike Spleen Eater. So, I went and upgraded Rin's spell card so that you can use it. Hooray! Now so you can do this thing and have an attack that isn't just cat. What's, I mean, let's be honest, this is the internet. We'll probably only actually be using that. I mean, clearly. Alright, beyond that, Tensi went and learned this, what is ground attack resistance, plus 50. So yeah, now sees 50% resistant to ground attacks, and again, sees C and one other enemy in the game have ground attacks, I'm pretty sure. So, unless he's fighting her Sado, the true self, that's not probably gonna come in handy at all. Yeah, that's the thing. Sawako learned water walking. Now she can stand on top of water because, you know, being a frog with godlike qualities, he can potentially do things of water-like qualities and standing at the same time. So yeah, now it's, you know, stand on water tiles. Hooray. Game mechanics. And Koisi, lastly here, Koisi learned anti-magic. What effectively works the same as block and graze and all those, except for magic. So yeah, now she has a chance to completely negate magic attacks, which is pretty alright. And that's the thing. Alright, that's to be about it for what I've changed in the party. It's been about, oh man, 6 minutes. Oh man, second description for times when things will happen. But anyways, so as for what we'll be doing today, of all the missions here, we're doing none of them. Because there's another mission we can do. Now you might remember back in Chapter 1, I mentioned, like, because you need 10 battles to unlock Yomu in Chapter 1, that if you miss a Mimizi mission, you kind of are out of missions to be able to do the thing. However, I did mention that there is one mission that you can do to rectify that and have another mission fought. You might not actually remember any of this because that was probably about 2 years ago, but let's not talk about that. But there is one mission we can do that has a rather obscure unlock condition. Now, at this point in the game, we've ran from a total of 2 battles, at least in this playthrough. We did so once in Chapter 2, when we had to run from the Kappas to unlock the mission with the Yin Yang Orb. And this last video, where we ran from this mission because I'm tired of re-recording things, and fudge it, I'm restarting this battle. But if we were to run 8 more times, something might happen. Alright, so we ran from about 7 more battles here. Running from 1 more will bring us to 10. Now I will mention, in the game Live-A-Live, if you run, in the final chapter, if you run from 100 random battles in the final chapter, the game whisks you away, and then you fight a super secret boss. In this game, if you run from 10 battles, the game informs you of what you've done. That's exactly what it says, you've run from 10 battles. And you're whisked away to here. Oh, this is a place. Yeah, this is certainly a place. Man, look at this terrain. God. This will be navigational hell here. Alright, well, I guess we could put down some people here. Let's put put down Mystia, and, I don't know, hey, Sawako. You can go over here, and, I don't know, let's bring Rin, and, how about Aku and Momizi? There we go. That's do nicely. Oh. Why, hello there, Sakiki. How's it going? Oh, boy. No matter how long I watch, rather than performing yokai extermination, you've merely been fleeing. Well, actually, to clarify, I'm just doing this specifically to tick you off. I know it's not a really good reason, but I just figured I'd mention, before, you know, all of that. Despite possessing the ultimate energy, you yokai have been just arrogantly meandering around. You do not have even the slightest awareness of your existence as a god. However, fate cannot be escaped so easily. You should consider the significance of the power you hold. Then suddenly, Phantasmagoria Flower View, go. Okay. But anyways, Omen of Death. We get to fight now. Sakiki and Komatsu. She's just kind of here. Now, you can fight this battle at any point during the game by running from 10 battles. Yes, the earliest you can do this is right after you get Sawako at the start of the game, and you will get your ass handed to you, let me tell you. Kind of the thing, though, about doing this battle in any other chapter, is that Komatsu will only show up if you do this battle in Chapter 3. So while you could do this battle earlier than that, you won't get Komatsu. And I mean, she's just kind of thrown in here, really. I think she was added in the past. Yeah, pretty sure. So, yeah, if you wait till Chapter 3, you can get Komatsu. She has one line of dialogue in the game, and we may or may not even see it, depending on if I actually use her. I probably won't. But yeah, that's a thing. Right, well, I guess we should start navigating our way over to Miss Lady McPherson here. Do note that you do need 3 movement in order to make a jump. Any, you know, 1 tile gap, you require 3 movement to do. Bryn's not going to have a problem with this at all, because, oh god, the movement, look at that, like, 1 to 6, he can jump 2 gaps in one thing. And then she also has this movement range up, what's is even better. Alright, it's gonna move people forward here and go towards the person, because, you know, we kinda have to beat her and let her know that we don't agree with being talked at all, I guess, maybe. Alright, Sawako. Rin can just, you know, blaze her way across the world here. So much of the fast. Alright, Aku's gonna have a bit of trouble navigating. If this was still Class 2 Aku, with 2 movement, she'd be stuck on the main platform, by the way, because, yeah, if you have only 2 movement, you can't go anywhere here. It's kind of a thing to note. Oh, hey there, Komatsu, how's it going? Sice! Okay. What's for Sice, by the way? Alright, go over here. Sawako over here, because he only has 3 movement. Alright, Rin, you summon a zombie fairy. Zombie fairies are nice. Maybe Komatsu will appreciate a zombie fairy. God, Aku. Now, kind of as a thing to note is that, if you really want to get up to Sakiki really quickly, you can jump up here. If you have any characters with the ability to jump 1 to 2 range, being both Sawako and Momizi here. Thing is, if you jump up here and end your turn and whatnot, you're likely to get struck by lightning. This is a thing to note. So, don't do it. It'll be painful. Oh no, you hit Rin. Why? Why would he do this? Komatsu isn't actually proficient in flower weather, so, half the time her attacks will miss. This is kind of a thing. Oh man, cats. Cats are great. They're alright. Lords of the Universe, as they might call them. Alright, bring, Momizi up here. You over there. And, hey, Aku, could you scan Komatsu here? And then scan her again, because that probably missed. Okay, it didn't. It's funny, Spirit Scan can only miss during flower weather. It's kind of hilarious. But here's Komatsu. She has a bit of HP. 2,500 HP per life bar, but only 1,500 recovery. So she effectively has about 4,000 HP. It's kind of a thing. She exists. She knows 4 abilities: Move, 1 to 4 range, Physical Attack, Cleave, which is 1 to 2, her spell cards being Throw Away Yesterday's Money, Hell, Narrow Confines of Avisi, and Death Sign, Sight that Soothes the Dead. These are attacks that exist. I don't know what exactly they do, because he rarely ever uses them in this battle. Usually when you put people in the physical range, he just kind of beats on them with her stick that has a, you know, a sharp thing attached to it. She also has weather proficiency in fog, which does her a lot of good here. Physical resistance plus 25, death resistance, what's I guess it, you know, it makes sense, you know, not dying would be a good quality of the Grim Reaper analog. And water walking, what's yeah, there's not much water here. She doesn't really fit in this area, kind of a thing to note. And she also knows certain kill for weight command, which increases her crit rate. So that's kind of a thing. Hey, Rin. Have a life bar? Alright. Get a life! Okay, there we go. Alright, move Mystia forward here, and yeah, so basically people on the right side are gonna be dealing with Komatsu mainly here. People on the left side are gonna be dealing with Sakiki, because, you know, why not? Alright. I could summon another Zophie here, but I do want to put Mimizi there. And there's not many tiles to, you know, put down people on. So, I figured, yeah, I could put a Zophie over on that tile over there, but, spoilers, that'd be in Sakiki's reins. She has a bit of reins on her, turns out. Hey you, Akio, how's it going? Throw money at Rin. We pay to win now. Alright, move Mimizi over here, and sideswipe. Oh no, it missed. Komatsu, it's flowering. Could you start missing at some point? Just, please? Alright. Now, I could move Misty a bit forward here, but again, that would put her in range, and I'm waiting for one thing. One quick thing before I do that. Hey, Sawako. If you stand over here for a bit and just use Sealed, it'll be fine. Trust me, nothing will happen. I sewer you. You're down a life bar again. This is what the Akio is here for, is just to feed coins into whoever needs it. It turns out it is Rin right now. I could use Needle Mountain, but that hits Zophie, so let's not. I mean, it's not attacking the Zophie, which is kind of strange. Maybe she only attacks his... Oh, there we go. Lightning! Watch for lightning. And now Mystia can move in because Tsukiki is going to be busy trying to deal with Sawako. Now, Sawako is not entirely helpless in this regard. I'm not just being mean to her. She does have the Frog Nap spell card, which can act as a counter to spell cards if it triggers. Yeah, there's a good chance it won't, but if it does, she doesn't take damage. And it wastes a Sakiki's spell card. This is pretty alright. Yeah, you keep doing that, Zophie. You'll be fine. However, Sawako is currently not of the understanding that she should be living. Alright. There we go! Now she's attacking the Zophie. Hooray! Move up here. And, one-way cut. Cat. 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 Right, I don't think she's taken any... Yeah, no, she's good. Jump across that one tile, get a teeny bit closer. I mean, not that anyone else is gonna need life bars. Suwako, please. You have the ability to not die to Sakiki, come on. In my last run, in my last attempt at this, he, like, did all, like, the first 3 attacks, he actually, like, just completely dodged, and that was alright. Alright, Spirit Scan, Sakiki here. Because Misty is proficient in Flower Weather, that won't miss. But anyways, here's Sakiki. She has a bit of HP, about 2,600 with 1,800 recovery. So that's kind of a thing. I can't do maths with numbers that aren't 5s, so that's a thing. But anyways, the abilities she knows are, she knows move 1 to 3, physical attack, which is kind of strange because you might notice he's striking us with lightning from a distance. So you know, Super Sock, what's, you know, lightning, I guess. I guess Judgment and things like that are related to lightning and, you know, one-hit kills, like criticals. But anyways, so, you know, Super Sock, for her spell cards, she knows... Where are they? Okay. Judgment, Trial of the 10 Kings. Judgment, Last Judgment. And Judgment, Guilty or Not Guilty. By the way, Judgment. Thing to note about Guilty or Not Guilty here is that it can proc instant deaths. So, watch yourself around that one. She also knows, what was it? Intimidating, what's her zone of control here? What's effectively, effectively, like, takes off some of your movement around her. She also has All, which means she's resistant to every status effect, including instant deaths. She also has Spell Card Resistance plus 10, which barely matters. Magic Resist plus 25. Critical Rate Up plus 50. Weather Proficiency in Flowers, so yeah, she's not gonna miss. And Certain Kill, what increases her crit rate when she waits. So that's kind of a thing. Nice. Oh, this has crit rate up. Yeah, that's what she's been using on Suwako now that she's in Reigns. Alright, well, as for what we're gonna do, we're gonna move Mystia forward. If it wasn't for the Zone of Control, we can move right beside her, but sadly, Zone of Control does movement disturbance, and it's kind of a thing. Hey, Sakiki, have a Sparrow. Have a Sparrow using an Ill-Starred Dive. Well, everyone's in position, really, so... Let's get rid of this weather and replace it with our own. Hooray! Flowers! Also, now, Kamaxi's gonna be hitting consistently. Hooray! But we're gonna be hitting her consistently, so it all evens out in the end. Hey, Rin, have money. Alright. So, we're going to do this. And after we do this, we're gonna hope that... Oh, we're out of that. Oh, whatever. Needle Mountain, go! It's a 4-hit attack. AoE. Suwako. Suwako. Please. Why? Why are you making this hard for yourself? You had the ability to dodge the attack. Why? Alright, well, I guess it's just up to Misty here to beat Sakiki Mono a Mono. Alright. Well, let's use Moss Scales to lower any defense he may have. I could sec her defense and see if she has any in the first place, but let's not, because reasons. Alright, and while we're here, throw some more money. Man, we're throwing more money than Komatsu! Okay. She hasn't really thrown any yet. Can't really cat you, but so if you don't die. That physical attack, though. At least Sophie can recover. At least Sophie can recover. So, hey there, Sakiki. Now that we're, like, right beside her, she's just gonna keep trying to melee attack us, because chances are, she can probably one-shot one of our life bars with her physical attack, so she's gonna keep doing that instead of doing anything else. She does have this. She tried to use that last time I tried this, but she apparently didn't this time, so that's a pleasant thing. Alright, what do we want to use? Well, we could just use, like, Requiem or something. No. Well, it doesn't do that much damage. Oh, she has magic resist, too, so it might actually be better even if I just keep pounding her with friggin' ill-starred dives. I was thinking of moving there for half a second. But now I can just stand here and she can just try and swing her staff and no, wait, why? Why hack you? She got tired of my tricks. She figured me out. Yeah, let's not use the Needle Mountain. Rip Gamatsu. Alright. We'll just keep doing this dance for a little bit. Little star dive, by the way, does a bit of damage. Does a bit of damage, especially since I did that speed up. Alright. Mizu, you wait there. Hey, the flowers are back. Hooray! Which means very little because Mystia's not having none of your sit right now. Done. And we win. Hooray! Hooray, we beat Diyama! We beat it, finally! We can get the credits for the Mystia ending in Phantasmagoria Flower Review. Hooray! That 1 CC, though, that I've never actually done in the actual game. Lasob. But anyways, now we've done that, Utsuo's all like, I'm not afraid of hell! Which is a good mindset to have, considering your job description of Hellraven. That's a pretty good thing to have and do the thing, and yeah. Anyways, I see your power is more than sufficient, which only makes you all the more wicked. For a short time, I shall accompany you, in order to guide your conduct. And now with that done, we now have Sakiki and Kamatsu in our party. Because he wants to guide our conduct, and I'm never going to use her. Chances are, anyways. I might use her later to show her off, but no promises on anytime soon. But yeah, now we have these two. What we can do stuff with, potentially, maybe. Hooray, that only took an amount of time. For half a second, I thought that was like 42 minutes. I got the numbers reversed. I'm like, wait, what? Why did it take that long? Okay. But more importantly from that battle, we got a few items of importance. Hey, Renosuke. For one, we got this! What's I actually have no clue what it is. We also got this! What's a... yeah, same thing. But, we also got this. This is the mirror. What's, if you've done your homework from last time, is the last of the 3 sacred treasures. Did you get it right? Did you actually go and look up the thing, like I asked you to? Okay, no. But, we got the mirror, which is the last of the 3 sacred treasures, which is pretty alright, and now we can do something with those. We also got the trigram rod here, which is a level, I'll just do another thing of level 4, and a philosopher's stone. So we got some good loot out of that, and that's pretty alright. So now, with the, now what we can do with the 3 sacred treasures is we can do a thing. We can do a thing sort of unique to the 3 sacred treasures. But first off here, Misty, let me borrow one of your items. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna synthesize all 3 of those onto this. Now do note that you do need to use a catalyst for each one of these. Otherwise it won't work. You have to use the catalyst, otherwise you'll just eat the item. And that's kind of saddening. So we'll put the sword on. It doesn't add anything quite yet, but go down here back to our catalysts. I'm just using the fairy linen because it's the most common. It's the lowest, most common thing we have, really. After that, we'll go and apply. I missed it. Sorry, I'm bad at menus. Help. We'll add one of our jewels, because apparently you can have multiples of the 3 sacred treasures of Japan. Yeah, I'm sure that's how it works. I'm sure they just have, you know, just extras of those stored away, and someone just whisked those away into Gensokyo somehow. Anyways, last catalyst added here. And now we'll add the last thing, the mirror. Now, I will note, if you're doing this casually, you will probably want to... There are a few abilities you can learn off of the mirror, Utso can learn a wait command from this, and I think most of the Kiki spell cards require this as well. But for the sake of pacing and not having a grinding session right after this one battle, I'm just going to apply this now. We can get another mirror a bit later in this chapter, so that's alright. But after we apply that, after we've applied all 3 of the Sacred Treasures, we get all on this item. Now, if you recall correctly, all is the ability that makes you immune to all status effects. And I'm giving this to Mystia because I'm overprotective. I mean, well, that's actually the main reason. But also, it will help with a few things later on. Mainly one battle that's coming up. Not like immediately, but it'll come in handy later. Also, a bit even further past that, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, so now Mystia is immune to all status effects. So, that's a thing. Now she can't be destroyed by things relating to, oh, I don't know, like instant death or things like that. Or things that mess with your ability to think for yourself. And, yeah, I don't know anymore. Help. Alright. Alright. But yeah, that's to be about that for that. Now we can move on and actually do missions that exist on the map, and that will be an alright thing. I already saved like 2 seconds ago, right? God.